Hello, everyone. It's Coffee,
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Champion Killer, and
and
today
today
we're going to
we're
be
going to
bringing
be
you
bringing you
Savage
Worlds,
Worlds,
a
a
Wintergreen
wintergreen
Apocalypse. All
apocalypse.
right, welcome back, folks. I got a fresh me. I'm feeling great. Let's see how the players enjoy tonight's session. We left off with them staring up at the devils and the demons, and some of them decided to kind of peek in the windows, and the rest of them were like, "I think I'm good." And the group decided to carry on to the next museums beyond Devils and Demons. They walk up to this open air museum, and with that, let me set the scene. So give me a moment. And yes. We're going to use this as the backdrop for right now. And let's get the pictures in order. All right. You all are walking along as it starts to turn into an open air garden museum. Show the players. Bam. The garden has 12 points that you can see as you walk down this path. And like I said, the city kind of you kind of get past this little barrier where the city meets the park, and it kind of elusifies the border, so it looks like that you're now in this garden, and the city is kind of buffered and quiet. It's faint in the background, and you walk upon this. This path seems to be the only path in from multitude of different directions. Um, and it says in the very beginning, the way forward is through the 12th. And you're right now at the 6 o'clock, and you see a path that leads to the right, the left, and forward. And it's a bright, nice day. It's about 3 p.m.
I do say, let's take a detour here and go to the left.
Does the clock at this gate match with the actual time?
No, it's art.
Yeah, I'm fine with going left.
So you proceed to the 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, we're heading left.
Left. That'd be 7 o'clock. All right, you wander over to another entrance that is similar to the one you just went in, and you see what you see a little orb on a little pedestal, and it says "Do not touch." The orb on this pedestal is black, and it radiates no light,
Okay.
and it's floating about an inch off of the pedestal. There's nothing that
Who's gonna be
stops
the
you
one to
from
touch it?
touching it other than the little sign that says "Do not touch."
Is there a way past the orb? Like, is there like another door
Oh yeah, you could.
pathway?
Yeah, you could walk. You could walk past
All
the
right,
walk.
fantastic. I walk past.
All right.
I mean, it says "Do not touch." I'm gonna listen to the sign. I'm not telling other people not to do it. I'm just not touching it myself.
All
It
right.
seems malevolent intentions if they put it in the pathway in a park. with no fence or barrier keeping you from touching it. Clearly malevolent intention.
Maybe.
All right. You get to the next. You all pass to the 8 o'clock, and again you see a pathway to the center, and you see another pedestal, and on this pedestal is a box. It says on it Pandora. It's a very ornate purple gold trimmed box sitting on a pedestal.
Does it say do not
And
touch anywhere?
yes, it says do not open.
God damn it, Coffee. Who opened Pandora's box? I see what you're fucking doing. Oh my god. I mean, if it says do not
Is there
open,
anybody else around?
I'm not gonna open it, but I will inspect
There's
it
no
further.
guardrails, there's
Is there
no
like
nothing.
insignias or anything on it resembling like Cattle Corp or anything of the sorts that I can see?
There, when you get close to it, there's runic symbols that ebb and wane and pulsate, and some of them just start moving as on their own, all over in different sections, kind of like a trim that's got runes that kind of moves around like a view screen on the box itself. The box itself, it's a velvet uh, inside the wood meshing. It looks very ornate and beautiful. It looks very inviting that you want to open it, as if most musical boxes might look. And it just says Pandora on the box. And it looks just like this other box that you saw none too long ago that said Pandora on it.
Okay,
At a
so we
store.
do recognize something from before though.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same box at the store that was labeled Pandora.
No
Besides
differences at
these
all.
two,
No, looks more ornate because you're actually paying attention to it.
besides these two pedestal things, anything about this place seem off?
No, it's just you walk for a while, you get to another opening, and it's this gate. And instead of this gate, though, there's a pedestal with something in the middle of it, or there's something on the pedestal. The first one said, "Do not touch," and this one says, "Do not open."
Yeah, but what he's asking is like, do we feel like we're being watched? Does it feel like there's an ominous feeling in the air, like a creature's gonna come out and attack us? Does it feel like, this is some sort of cult kind of deal?
Every
Or
single one of your anxieties that you are feeling, you should have.
Okay, cool. I don't even go near the box besides, inspecting it then. Like to see if
It
there's.
does feel the way you think it feels.
Okay.
The items themselves make you feel like you think you're going to be opening up literally what you're seeing.
I think I'm seeing my most wild and wonderful dreams. Maybe, unworthy wealthiness? Huh? More than a human? No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
Do
I'm
you
I'm gonna
all
walk past
any que-
this Pandora's box here though, because I'm not opening it. Obviously, I'm listening to the rules. That's what it's said to do. So I'm walking forwards with or without the party.
I'm just
somehow
walking
you're going
forward.
to have
I'm not
to
touching that box.
you need to reset your mic and tell it to reselect shock. It stopped the shock because you probably walked out of radius of just now catching that, Harley. Go to Discord and reselect your microphone. It'll fix it.
I have to ask, what is it that we're doing?
We were inspecting. We're just checking out the museums. Yeah.
Yes, and you came across an open garden museum that's in your way to proceed forward. I gather that you all passed to the 9 o'clock, correct?
Yep.
The 9 o'clock is much like the 6 o'clock, and it just has a path going to the center, or you could go to the 11 o'clock. I mean, 10 o'clock.
Better. Yep. There
Yep,
goes.
we can hear you.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm onward to 9 o'clock. I ain't touching that box.
So you all
Moving
are
on to the
currently
10
at
o'clock.
All right. You get to the 10 o'clock, and you see a bag sitting on a pedestal, and it says, "Do not feed."
What in the hell?
Definitely not going near that thing. Going to do a wide
Nope.
circle around it.
Yeah.
Do you all head to the 11 o'clock?
Yep.
You guys get to the 11 o'clock, and there's no path to 12 o'clock, only to center. There is a pedestal here. The pedestal has a barrier around it, and in front of the barrier, it says, "Do not look."
This is at 11.
Yes, where there's usually a pedestal, there's just a cloth sheet with a ring at the top and a ring at the bottom, keeping it weighted. And outside of it is velvet stands, and on the velvet little stands and the cordons outside of the thing says, "Do not look." The only path you guys have is you could go back to the 10 o'clock, or you could go forward to center. There is no path to 12.
We're to central.
Oh, we can just go through the bush. We already know where 12 is.
You tried. Okay, so you do try to go through the bush, and it seems like there's this like wall that's you weren't able to see.
Oh no, it has invisible hitboxes.
Yeah, there's an
Bad.
invisible hitbox
Yep.
just beyond.
Bad programming.
Bad
Yeah,
programming.
bad programming.
Lazy.
Lazy programming.
Alright.
There's an invisible wall. What do you-
Center.
I wanted a sandbox adventure, damn it.
All right, to center.
To center. You get to the center.
I don't know why we didn't just go to the center and straight to 12 to begin with. Was that even an option?
Yep.
Yep. But Champ
Alright.
wanted to go to the side, so we all went to the side.
I did state I
You
wanted to
don't-
take a
Mhm.
detour.
You get to the center,
Mhm.
and in the center is paths that all merge to a circle ring, and then to another center that only has one clear exit. So it kind of all V's and around to go through this doorway, through this pergola, onto where 12 would be.
What do all the signs say?
It just says a lot of gibberish. Like none of it makes any sense. Maybe it's warning labels at different or exhibit display signs, and
But it's not in a language.
The flowers. Yeah.
some of it's in languages saying, "Hey, this flower over here." It's typical. Some of it's typical stuff you would see in an open air garden, trying to say what's behind it in the scenery. Some of it talks about it just has names and stuff of this nature. On the left side, it starts. It's just got a bunch of listings of names. It's got a bunch of nouns and stuff on it. And in the center, it says, "Come on in. You may pick one." Over the top of this. So the big sign up that says, "Come on in. Please take one
Great.
before you proceed." Do you? What do
Take
you
one
do?
of what?
Well, you have to go in beyond the door, or in order to find that out, because it.
I don't like this place. Let's just get out of here.
I don't like how this feels already. All leads to one door.
Yeah. So all
David, if you wish to leave, then please lead the way, good sir. And I like kind of gesture him to lead the way.
All right, just marching down 12. Get out of here.
Well, that's the thing. You have to go through this doorway, and the path to 12 is that way. So you could open the door and just keep going. You don't have to.
Pick one.
Right. Whatever it's saying, it says,
Okay.
"Please proceed through. You may pick one when you leave."
Okay, I'll voluntarily open the door
Go
and go in.
And this is where we all die.
I'll go first.
You open up the door swings open. It's a beautiful view on the outside, and you see a center, and in the center is a pedestal. And beyond that pedestal is the direction of 12. You have to walk a little bit till you get to the actual pedestal from your location. See what's on the pedestal before
Alright.
you walk
I'm
past
gonna
it.
follow
Okay.
in behind her.
I'll
Yep.
secure
We go to
this
the
area.
pedestal.
Check for traps. It's all
All right.
traps.
It's all a
It's a-
trap,
it's a
Shen.
giant
This whole place is a trap. What are you looking for? Traps to the traps. Got it.
Better question, what is he
Kind of
not
gigantic
looking
Hulk
for?
again.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
Think
a better
that-
question. What am I not
that's-
looking for?
What are you not looking for? That's the stuff that gets him, and now he's looking for it. There's no rats, right? No. Okay. Nobody's throwing a football at me, right? God damn it! Everything's a weapon.
If we did come across any rats on our walk since that happening, I definitely killed them.
Well, like the Synthoid said, beyond that point, there shouldn't really be any. Okay, so you walk upon this pedestal as you go to pass it, and above it it says, "Many gifts, many rewards. Please draw a card." And
No,
you see
hell,
a
no.
deck on a pedestal
No.
that's got
Mm-mm.
54 cards in it.
It says,
Yeah, how do you
please
know?
draw a card.
Yes.
That is what I can read.
Yeah, as you're walking
I
up
fucking
onto
hate
it,
you.
it
I draw a
says,
card.
Yep.
"Roll me a 1d54."
I hate
Oh,
you so
Jesus.
much.
54.
Each of us.
Oh, there's
Do
54
we each
cards.
do it?
25.
All right.
Basically the middle of the deck. Oh, God.
I'm gonna need you to accompany that with a 1d4.
Could somebody else roll this?
Nope.
I'm kidding. Ah.
One.
I don't know
What
if
is
this
it?
is good or not. Now I'm
You said cards-
very
you
worried.
cards
No.
roll 24 or 25.
Huh?
25.
I rolled a 25 first and then a 1.
Okay. And then you rolled a
All
1.
right.
Yes.
Kelly's pulled out her street sweeper and pointing it at you. Just waiting.
Your your street sweeper seems to
Okay, 1,
be
2.
malfunctioning, and the end of it is melting.
I'm
Turns
just
out
waiting
you're
to see what happens.
turns out you're just on acid.
15, 16.
All right. Are we
2.
all supposed to do this, or?
This
So,
Well, I'm doing it
all
right
right.
now. That's just because my character listens
Yeah.
to rules, and I'm like, oh, it
I've
says
got
to
a
please take a
25.
card, and that's just what I did.
Yeah.
You rolled 1,
Yeah.
and now I need the augmenter. I need you to roll 1d22.
Oh, Jesus.
15.
Got it.
Just waiting to see what happens to him.
Here's an easier question to ask. What doesn't happen to me? Shin's
Or
like,
does
oh
it happen to
no,
the whole party?
all the bad things that could happen are happening. Oh, wait. Nope.
I need
No.
you to roll me a save to dodge everyone.
Oh, Jesus.
When I said that this is a party wipe, I was making a joke. What save do
I
we
need
have to make?
Imagine if boulders were falling out of the sky. You tell me.
Uh,
So that
Probably
would be athletics.
So yeah, I need you to make an athletic skill. Everybody needs to roll 3 athletic skills and tell me which ones they failed.
3 of them.
Yeah, everybody needs 3 athletic saves each, and tell me if they failed any of them, and if it was the first, second, or third roll.
Well, it's considered a fail. Anything
what is
below a
considered
4, right?
fail?
Failure would be a 1, 2, or a 3. Success is always a 4.
Okay.
If you critical
Okay,
failure,
so my first one was a
that's a
3,
fail.
and then my other 2 was a 5.
Okay, so yeah, so you failed in the first one.
I'm the first one to die.
So what if you critically success on all of them?
It's good.
I mean, you didn't critically success on any of them, so.
Hopefully, no one rolls a critical failure.
Mine to everybody.
No, I
All right.
exploding dice or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but that's not a crit.
Whatever.
Yeah, okay, so a raise is what they call it.
Yeah.
If you hit the max die, it explodes the die, and it gets a raise. And every successive beyond a 4 is the raise. So let's say you had to do 10 damage to something toughness, and you roll and you got 14, then that's 4 higher than it. It gets to the raise, and it kind of works like that. So if it was 8 higher, it would have been more damage onto that damage that if you rolled an 18. That's damage part of things. Successive hits is. I'm trying to figure out the system a little bit cleaner.
Just
4,
waiting
11,
for
and 10 for me.
just waiting for Kelly to crit fail. Oh. Luckily that didn't happen. Whew. Nice.
5, 11, and 15.
So I'm the
Okay,
only one
so-
who
Yeah,
failed one of
11
them.
and 4.
I
Or no,
failed.
Shin failed his last one.
I got a 12,
Okay.
a 15, and
I got
a
a
3.
4.
All right. So what starts falling out of the skies are
Oh,
gems.
What?
There's
What?
about 25 gems, the size of some of them the size
Baseball?
10 foot in diameter, some the size 30 foot in diameter. About a good 25 in all start falling out of the sky rapidly. They look like they're worth about $50,000 a piece, these gems. And one of them, you barely get out of the way. The first one that falls, and you dodge out of the way there for the first one, and you're shaking as you're starting to jump and move around, and you almost get caught by a few. And Shin's character starts, parkouring all over the place, and then he slips at some point and almost gets slammed by one of the last ones that fall, while everyone else dodges out of the way of these gems that have fallen. You are now in the middle of the park, surrounded by 25 10-foot diameter gems that are worth about 50,000 Solarians apiece. What would you like to do?
Oh, wait, I thought we were still inside this little pergola.
Oh no! You are beyond the pergola at a pedestal right now,
Oh, okay.
pulling cards.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right, we saw what happened in that one.
I turn to the party and I go, normally I'm all for listening to directions, but please, for the love of everything good and green in this world, and I pop my shoulder back in place, don't pull a card.
Yeah, that was enough for me.
I'm gonna try to shove these gems into my bag of holding.
The bag of holdings doesn't expand enough to get the gem in because these are large.
Yeah, they're like 20 to 30 feet in diameter. They're freaking huge.
If their value is that, only that, and they're this big, they're probably not worth much at all. They're like barely more expensive than colored glass.
Correct.
Yep.
They're just worth 50,000 apiece
Because of the size.
because of the size. So they could be quartz for all you know.
Actually, how would we
Alright,
know
and
the
we
value
can
of them?
tell.
Because
would-
they're geodes, and you're like, they've got to be at least worth a semblance amount.
You know what?
Oh, they're geodes. I thought you said they were gems.
Gems. Sorry, I mean geode.
Geode would be cool.
Never mind. I guess I freaking know everything. Good lord.
Common knowledge would dictate that you think they're worth about 50,000 a pop.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, let's see if I fail this. I fail it every other time, and I'm gonna be like, guys, this is worth so much. We gotta get these. That did not happen at all whatsoever. Never mind. Disregard anything I was about to say.
Oh, this would be great. I wish I could move it. What the fuck? You hear a shuffling sound, and you see that the deck is renewed.
Nuh-uh.
Alright. I am pushing David past the deck. And I'm like, come on, let's go.
This actually looks kind of fun.
There is a sign that says, if you would like, take a deck.
No.
No. No. Kelly, no. Oh my
Do it. Don't you do it.
If you
Leave
do,
it, leave it.
pull it in solitary
Leave it.
confinement where no one else is around.
You could use this as a trap.
You know what?
Oh my god.
You're right. You're right. We could like tie a string to it, and then like if someone pulls on the tripwire, it like pulls a card from the deck. Yes. You know what? Take a deck. We're gonna do that.
God.
On the back of the pedestal,
Oh.
you see a vending machine type display thing, and at the bottom, it's like you can pull a deck out. You see that the minute you'll pull it out, it will register your thumb, and it will become your deck.
Oh my god, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
Okay, I'm taking the deck.
You took a deck?
Yeah.
I take
I
the
need,
deck.
I need to know. I need you to roll a 1d4 if you take a deck.
All right, I'm taking a
Alright.
deck. You've kind of piqued my interest with the whole. I rolled a 4.
Alright.
I don't know if that's good or not. It's probably bad.
All right. Wait. Who rolled the 4?
Me, champ.
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 You pull a deck out, and it says the unknown deck.
Mother.
I rolled a 3.
Great.
You rolled a 3. It says the bad deck.
Yes! I didn't pull the bad deck! Alright, yours we can use for traps, and mine we can figure something out.
D4.
We'll have
Well-
Alpha pull it. Just have the
Well.
side characters pull it.
Or possibly.
I'll allow for only 2 more decks to be pulled.
Well, we only have 2 people, so.
Right. Well, who else wants?
All right. Me.
2, 3, and 4!
Yours-
We get 3 different decks!
Yours says the good deck.
Yes! We are only pulling from hers.
Well, technically, we could have pulled from the good deck, and we got these gems.
You know what? You
so-
shut your damn mouth.
Shut your damn mouth.
Don't you play
Dude,
games?
hook your mouth.
Don't make me throw this deck at you.
Oh, you ever played 52
God.
card pickup?
I will play the
Brrr.
entire deck right now.
You ever played 52 card pickup? Well, you're about to. Brrr. Oh, man. I wonder the amount of chaos
It's
that
got
could happen.
2 jokers, so it's a 54 card deck.
Well, we
No.
we
Yeah, we
pulled
need somebody
one,
to roll a
so it'd be
one.
53.
No, you pulled one from the top. The behind it has the decks that you're pulling out. So you haven't pulled one from the one that's
Yeah.
on the banister. And if you try to pull the deck, or try to pull a second card there, champ, of the one on top, it goes already pulled, and it says for display only. Every time you try to grab the one off the top.
Yeah.
Before
So do you want me to just add a deck of many things?
Ow.
An unknown deck of many things, yes. And you all right,
That was
Harley
a
pulled
robot.
the other Harley, okay,
Well, Harley already pulled one.
I know, and then she pulled
But
the
that
other
was-
That was
one.
supposed to be for
Nah.
David. Alright, whatever.
Huh?
What's the last deck? What is it?
The ugly.
That's definitely David's. No, I'm just kidding.
The good, the bad, the ugly, and the unknown.
Yep.
All modified versions of decks of many things that I have. So much good luck. You probably
Yeah.
should have
All
left
right. Yeah.
it.
Forward to 12 o'clock.
Okay, so you pass on through to
The
12
item
o'clock.
called the bad.
No, just call it the deck of many things. You each have a deck of
Oh,
many
I-
things that are labeled the ugly deck of many things, the good deck of many things, the bad deck of many things, and the unknown deck of many things.
I just added a unknown deck of many things, then set it
Uh,
as 54 cards inside.
You could kind of guess that these are modifiers to your deck of many things. That way I don't have to think too hard. So if you pull out the devil deck, it will be the bad devil. It'll be the good devil. It'll be the unknown devil. It'll be the ugly devil. You get the picture. They are, who pulled the 4th deck?
Me. Champ. Or wait, no.
No.
The last,
fourth.
like the
I did
last
it
one,
for-
Harley did.
The,
well,
the number
Harley
one
did
it
one-
was for the bot. So, well, we could say David did it.
But he
Well,
didn't.
but he didn't. So
He's like, no.
Alpha,
One of our companions.
Shin, would Alpha have pulled the deck? The 4th
Probably
deck?
not.
Okay.
No.
Too much chaos.
Okay. Well, then the
Who?
frog, Beta does. Because Beta likes, Beta does it.
Or the small little ogre person.
Beta
Like a
would have
bird.
been right there alongside Champ's character anyways, and probably would have pulled a deck. At this point, it says that there are no more decks available. The gems disappear from around
Onward to 12 o'clock.
where you were, and everything patches itself back up, and it says, "Please proceed." And unseen light waves illuminate inside the sand itself, almost
Yellow brick road.
there's a road strip underneath the sand telling you to go towards the 12 o'clock. You get to the 12 o'clock,
Better be
and
an exit.
there is an exit leading back into the city.
See ya.
You come across two giant museums that take up almost a city block on the left and the right of each other. The museums seem to be grander in design in these locations. It looks like you're going to come across two or three museums before you reach the conclave of museums, and there are signs that are saying that you're nearing the conclave of museums. Along the historical journey, there's only 3 more museums to come across. One's on the left, one is on the right, and one that arches over the street itself and in through to, and mind you, these are city block lines, so you're seeing down to the breadth where it opens up into a lot more of whatever. With that said, you see there's the one on the left that as you're coming out, it says hunters, and on the right it says movers for museum direction. So if you wanted to go left or right to these museums. With that said, as you exit out the 12, you hear, "Thank you for enjoying DOSBox."
What?
Spa?
DOS
No clue what that
space
is.
BOX. DOSBox.
Gosh, box.
All right. You hear some little noises, and some of the noises are musical little bells and stuff. Like I said, as you all are exiting out, "Thank you for using DOSBox. Thank you for using DOSBox." And then finally, after it's done repeating, "Thank," after you all get through, it says, "The best peculiars of aberrants and horrors."
Interesting.
DOS.
Okay.
Oh, here,
Oh, DOS.
I'll type it.
DOS.
I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to mean piece of
Staka.
Okay. The museum on the left and the right. Let me get to their exterior viewpoint. The one on the left, the one on the left says hunters, and it looks like it leads into an open this city block structure. Looks like that there's a pathways through the building, as if you're still on the outside of the building. Have you ever seen some of these arched buildings that leave walkways going through the center of it? And it opens up, and it says that to the left is the Hunters Museum, and you got the same thing on the right that says Museum for Movers. So if you go under the arches to the left, you'll see Hunters Museums, and to the right you'll see movers museums, and then there's the huge arched buildings that lead to another museum. Do you want to go to the left and see what those ones are, or the ones to the right first? It will take like 20-ish minutes to walk all the way over there and see what's beyond it. So these are kind of time-consuming directions, I should say. Hunters or movers?
I vote
Hunters.
neither. I think we should just leave this place.
Well, right now, we don't really need anything, do we?
Still trying to figure out stuff.
Yeah.
One for hunters, one for leaving.
Why not do hunters? Why not? Probably can find maybe an additional weapon or something. Or add a fun-build new person to our party. Or I guess I'll build.
So is that the census then?
I'm still waiting on Champ.
Well,
I'm following you
two
guys at
for-
this point.
All right, so one for following, one for leaving, and two for hunters. Okay.
Like I've tapped out of leading.
Yeah, definitely. After that gem incident,
Yeah.
With that, I just drop my shoulders and. All right. Meander behind the group. Yeah.
You pass beyond the arches and you see that a network of buildings, and the architecture to the exterior of these buildings they resemble a gigantic spider's web spun from reflective silver threads and intertwined with black obsidian pillars. It has an ominous predatory design looming over visitors who feel as though they're being watched. The environment, the entrance, looks like it's guarded by statues of spiders and attack poses. And the museum is surrounded by barren wasteland to emphasize spiders' mastery over survival and control and their territory. I will give you a picture of what this exterior looks like. And as you crawl through this, it's so the place is large and ominous. No, the place, there's no crawling. These are just statues and things. There's no actual items. This is all clean architecture that resembles these things. It's very pristine. And as you walk into the first part of the hunters, this is the players. The main room.
Yeah.
There are other people free walking everywhere, by the way.
Yeah.
There are 4 corridors and 4 different museums inside of this museum.
Yeah.
The expressions on everyone else's faces.
No. This is a nope. Everybody else looks like they're just wandering around. No, I don't like this place at all.
This is one of the foyer rooms.
Oh, that looks like a bunch of eggs. Oh, hanging up in the ceiling. Mm-mm.
That's currently the maze we're in.
Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Fancy you should say that. It does say you
Uh-uh.
are here
Nope.
on one of those lines. And you notice that this is a city map.
No.
There's lines on the
Not
floor,
in
lines
one
on the
door.
everywhere. It's hard to make tail of heads or tail of why it's the city map.
Ugh. What's
You
the
have
spiders
choices.
know what all the tubing is?
You could
City
either
plumbing.
go down and check all the exhibits, or you can leave, or
I'm all for
or
leaving.
check out at least the titles of
I think
the
I'm
4
done.
main sections. They do have titles on all of them if you just want the titles.
Yep. Just give us the
All
titles.
right. Read off the titles at least.
Okay. The first one says The Spider's Web.
Sounds like a bar.
It looks, when you peer in the room from the outside, it looks like a massive web hologram that visitors can interact with. It looks like it represents spiders' complex social society structures and their philosophies and all the life interconnected into their web of control. The next one, it says it's like the history of first hunts. Then you see one that says the Weavers of Fate, the Predatory Evolution, the Web Masters, the Hall of Venom, the Council of Spiders, the hunting of the bugs, the Black Web, the Ritual of the Web Binding, the Life and Death Cycle, and the Apex Exhibit.
That is. Oh.
Yeah, I'm done here.
But both of you
Yeah,
wanted to
no.
come here.
Hey, we
Figure out
lesson
stuff,
learned.
and
See?
this is the place I don't want to figure out anything of.
Nope.
I just want to go now.
All right.
Onward. Over across. Movers.
All right, you head over to Movers. As you all start to
want
walk
out.
past Movers, you realize that the space ahead of you is divided into a left and a right arch. With, like, when you come out, facing left would be north towards where you're supposed to be going next. After
Yeah.
Movers and Hunters is what I'm saying. And you notice that there's a divide up ahead, and it's telling you to suggest that it looks like people are deciding hunters or movers as they're going past the next archway. With that said, you head over to the movers. As you walk into the movers,
I'm thinking ant.
um,
I think this one's about ant.
Starting to act like a child. Just.
Yeah.
Are we done? Are we done yet?
I don't want to go to the museums. I've seen enough art. I want to go. All right. You get down to the center of this area and it splits into 5 locations. each of the locations are arched, and they all have a kind of an opened area, and they just have plaques in each of the 5 directions, and it says it just arrows pointing to go down a path. The paths are labeled the decay of the dung lords and the emperors of famine. The next one is the plague nexus and the hive of pestilence. The next one is the Crimson Legion and the Wings of War. The next one is
Oh,
the
God.
Deathwing Chamber and the Heralds of the End. And the last one says the Cauldron of Corruption and the Keepers of Pollution.
Wow.
The exterior to these museums, the building resembles kind of a hive or a nest with organic curves and structures that seem to pulse to life. The exterior is covered in a honeycomb pattern with visible movement inside, as if the walls are alive with insect swarms in each of the 5 environments. The environment surrounding the area feels overgrown, thick with grass, vegetation, buzzing with sounds of unseen bugs. You feel like you're itching because of this. The entrance to each of these look almost like an insect's maw to each of them, symbolizing like their dominion and domination over their versions of natural world. Which one would you like to go down?
I think I figured this place out. Went over to the
That just
hunters
stays right.
area. Hunters hunted these guys.
Yeah, so this one, okay, so last one was spiders.
The
This
left
one
side were
is
spiders, the right
bees,
side is
beetles. Yeah, bees, beetles, wasps, red ants. And locusts.
there's some art near each of these entrances, just inside next to a kiosk. One of the art, I can bring up each of the arts for you. So the
And each of the
first
kiosks,
one,
can you
which one
print
do you want to
something
know?
out?
Do you want to see the Empire of Famine, the Hive of Pestilence, the Wings of War, the Heralds of the End, or the Keepers of Pollution?
Are we able to like go to the kiosk and like print off the information? Or
There's
load it
nothing to
onto
print
our
off.
tablet?
Inside you probably could find that stuff. This kiosk just basically is a donation stand, and it has some pictures. It has a picture of each museum next to it to see if you wanted to donate to it. Would you like to see what that picture is?
Sure.
Which one do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
Hold on. 5.
5. The Keepers
Keepers
of
of the pollution. Wow.
What the? Okay, that's like
Wow.
Where's Howl?
That
Yeah.
is the art hanging above the donate kiosk on the entrance/exit to the Cauldron of Corruption, Keepers of Pollution.
No. Okay.
What does the
The-
Wings of War one look like?
Oh,
The
so Wings of
Wings
War
of
was
War.
3.
You see a picture of this flying
Yep.
arc.
Lost. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. No.
Next one,
Um.
Hive of Pestilence.
That's gonna be the Beatles. Yep.
I have no idea what that is, but that looks pretty interesting.
It looks like a giant, hideous version of a beetle
Yeah.
with lava
Deathwing-
coming out of its mouth.
This is Deathwing Chamber, Heralds of the End.
Nope, automatically like this one more. This is more my style, like Lords of the Fallen type stuff right here. So this is what I like.
And
Not the
then
character,
last
me.
one,
Look like modified rat meat elephant.
My character's more of like the number
Anteaters?
1, the steampunky kind of thing. But me, I'm
And-
totally all for number 4.
and the last one is the Empire of Famine, the Decay, and the Dung Lord.
This one's gonna be dumb.
Yep. Okay, yeah. Okay. Beetle.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
So bees, beetles, wasps. Weird modified ants with anteaters. That's what those look like. Anteaters.
What?
One with the elephant trunk looking trunk.
The museum on the outside of the Empire Famine, it says this museum is dedicated to the hardened beetles that control decay and famine. Underneath the
It's
plague
made
of the
critter.
Nexus, it says that flies and disease, bearers who spread sickness and embody relentless decay. Under the wings of war, it says lethal wasps bred for war. Their stingers are as deadly as any weapon. The Deathwing Chamber states grasshoppers that herald that apocalypse, bringing ruin and swarms of destruction. And then the last one, the Keepers of Pollution, a race that thrives in filth and pollution, embodying a new festering apocalypse power as cockroach.
So bees, beetles, wasps, grasshoppers,
And roaches.
and palmetto bugs.
And it's not bees. But yeah. It's that beetles, flies, wasps, grasshopper, or I should say locust, and cockroaches.
Oh, okay, I love that.
And which one is number 3? The army one.
Lethal wasps bred for war.
Wasps.
Yes.
I want to
Yep.
donate to that one.
Oh,
Just
I gotta
casually
feed
gets
my
a
kid.
tax write-off.
For every Solarian spent is a Solarian tax write-off.
I was joking.
Yeah. Well, you see, if one for
Hi, Kira.
someone wants her food.
Yeah, it's way past 2 o'clock. You're late.
You're
Yeah.
not doing that.
All right, so
I know.
locusts, flies, grasshoppers, wasps, and beetles. Yep.
These are all the movers. You've donated a Solarian
Yeah.
to
The wasp.
to the wasps. When the coin comes in, you see above the museum, out spits about 1,000 wasps, human size, into the atmosphere
Great.
above the museum.
When you
And
say human size, do you mean
Yeah,
like child human size or like adult human size? Because there's a
fully
huge
grown.
difference. Okay,
Fully
fantastic.
grown.
They're like 6 feet tall. That's wow.
Yep.
Good job. Good
You
freaking job,
had to
Kelly.
donate.
Yep.
You had to donate.
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, guess right. Right now they're not bugging us. So
All right, I'm
we're
gonna
just
I'm gonna donate to number 1 then.
We're gonna have to battle these things eventually.
The worst smell just
Oh, God.
comes erupting.
Are you kidding
As-
me? I thought it was gonna help.
That's the Beatles.
As you see a herd of dung beetles.
Yep.
They look about
Get cleaned up crew.
they look like stocky orc-sized wider type being. And,
That was
you see what one looks like, and they just smell, and they just start wandering on out, and they just go in all different directions.
Are we talking about the same number 1 here?
Decay of Dung Lords.
I don't
Talking
at
about
this
the picture of
The
Right.
pictures.
You're talking about the junk one.
they're all
people-
labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm specifically
Yeah,
talking about the
I-
steampunk one.
Yes, I'm sorry. Then imagine
Okay,
cockroaches.
because I was really confused there. I'm like, what the fuck?
No.
Okay.
You know what? Let's have fun with it. You see a bunch of them, and they got these metal hats with a spike up out of it. And they're
Oh god,
they're
hired
walking
Nazis.
and they look like if anybody knows what World War II Germans look like. And they're German cockroaches.
Eins von Hitler. Like, shoot.
Are they fighting or what? Are they like doing like a parade or?
Oh, they're marching 2 by 2 out at some point of the museum and down past the road. And as they exit their museums, by the way, they're turning into humans.
Oh, that's really weird.
Like, so they're coming out, going out to the museum, past you, walking by, and as they go through the arch, they're turning in. They're the human masquerade envelops them, and then they're walking.
Turn to
Oh.
Kelly.
They going to fight or?
Did we just free slaves?
I think. I'm not sure. I'm like, I turned to like somebody that's passing by. What just happened here when we donated?
Why would you donate to the?
Oh my god.
Civil War.
I guess it takes all. Those people pollute. Those people, they bring about literally what they do. The other museums on the other side, by the way, have spent their entire life eradicating them.
I immediately start walking towards the other museum where he's talking. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
like, I'm
walking back
wanting
to
to
the
fix
other
this.
Yep.
I'm like, nope.
That's the spiders we go.
I will donate 10 times the
Back
amount to
the
these
spiders
guys.
we go.
Oh, so
I've never been happier to see a spider.
You're not kidding.
Oh
You
god.
Back to the other
guys
one. Do we see a donation center?
Yeah.
No, there's no donation box.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Oh, fuck. So we actually have to like go into a room and find somebody that like works there, just give them money.
That's for y'all to figure out. I'm not telling you how the system works.
Screw it. I'm gonna go walk into the hunter's building, and I'm walking to the first room, whatever the first room is.
Okay, so you
no,
walk in
no,
and you see that it's divided into 4 arcing sections besides the room and the individual exhibits that are beyond it. There's 4 dominions. They are labeled the Web of Dominion, Spinners of Fate, the Venomous Spire, the Temples of the Black Fangs, the Night
Nope.
Weavers, Arachnid Conclave of Shadows, or the Eightfold Path, the Keepers of the Webbed Wisdom. Which one of these?
What wisdom?
It
That's
says
totally
I'm gonna go to
in
the one that was like the Night Weavers one, I think it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one too.
Yeah, Night Weavers.
Okay.
all right. You walk over to the Night Weavers Arachnid Conclave of Shadows. And
Yeah.
ethereal, shadowy network that traps praise as much traps souls as much as praise is what it says in its undertitle. When you go into the museum, let me find where it talks about it.
I'm just waiting to hit that donate button.
Oh, same here.
Can I subscribe and like while I'm at it? How many views does it take to get to the center of this one? I got a lot of information.
Sir, we just had somebody donate an ungodly amount of money to us.
I'm sorry. Did you say a trillion saurian? What? I really
Yeah.
hope you would not donate that much, but
Yeah, no.
like 1,000 tops. You know, that's like a good number.
When you walk
Thinking
into the
about 5,000.
place, there's a lot of descriptors, and they label themselves specifically as the pursuers. They're the masters of the hunt. The descriptions around here are spiders that are fast, agile, relentless hunters, preferring to chase down their prey rather than to wait for them. Highly aggressive and independent. They might have developed advanced tracking abilities or even enhanced senses for detecting chemical and thermal signatures from their insect prey. They look like they have stronger legs that are more built for speed and agility, with powerful mandibles that for taking down large preys, kind of like praying mantises almost. It shows that they're taking down. Their bodies are look more robust and armored to withstand direct confrontation. The depictions in here of their roles in the society is often of warriors and hunters, and they focus on more brute force and speed, and they act to enforce frontline soldiers, favoring direct engagement. They're fiercely territorial and natural protectors. They have the hunting style of chasing and capturing prey in high speed pursuit, and it shows them running down some of the other things. As you get to the end of everything that is the Shadow Conclave, they just ask you to hit the thank you button, and that is all they need.
Okay.
Hit the thank
Thank
you
you
button.
button.
You
So
hit the thank you button.
these things are like freaking predators on crack.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were like thermal.
Eight-legged.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my butt is like.
As you hit the thank you button, lights like flare up and stuff, and you just see a beam of like the walkway light just goes and bright, and just it goes out as if it's sending information somewhere. And if you could watch information move, that's what it looked like it's doing, as this light pattern just goes out of the building, or out of the room and towards the exit of the building.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Go. Moving on to the next one.
Yep. All right, out of here.
Room.
You know, all those
Next.
bio augments. We didn't come across any that looked like they would give you any of these sorts of features.
No, no.
Fucking useless.
We really haven't seen anybody that has augmentations because everybody's camouflaged as human.
Yeah, but when we were going through the augments, there was nothing like, hey, do you want like 6 extra arms and run at like 8 times your speed?
No.
And
I just
I'm gonna
got
tell you,
a
every time I
freaking
tried to
override.
do every time I tried to do implants, you guys were like, nope, I want none of that. So of course you saw none of this.
That is true.
Was it
David
like-
all of them,
100%
the
did say
ones you
no.
described, were like meh.
Well, yeah, you all stopped. I stopped describing them. I followed y'all's algorithm.
All right. So, all right, we fixed our boo boo.
All right, so you have 3 other locations of which one would you like to go to next? 1, 2, or 3?
One.
Well, this is...
I'm gonna hit every single one of these.
All right.
All right. Next would be
Let me do a better job of jumping back and forth instead of scrolling all the way down. Got that one.
all right. Close these. I don't want to look at giant black spider's butt anymore.
Giant spider's black.
I'm good.
Oh, yes. By the way, you are in this one. This is where the thank you button was sitting under. As you walked through all this, I forgot to show you what it looked like. The thank you button was sitting underneath this.
Oh, fuck it.
I'm out.
I'm not scared of them anymore.
You have a mutual respect of them now.
All right, so you're going down the next one, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna skip some of the synopsis and show you where the thank you button is and describe it from there. So
Okay.
you get to the thank you button on this one.
Good.
Where is it?
That's just something I'm about to
What
push.
is that?
That looks...
These are known as the architects, the web weaver. The spiders specialized in constructing, and this is what they look like, by the way.
Oh, this is fucking disgusting.
These spiders specialize in constructing elaborate webs or traps or capturing their prey. They rely on patience, cunning, setting up intricate snares for intelligent bugs to stumble into. Their webs could be immersive, spanning cities or forests, and often laced with tough and sticky silk. They tend to have more longer, slender limbs with specialized silk glands for various types of webs to construct. They might have multiple eyes adapted or less eyes to detecting more vibrations or less in their webs, as their bodies are more elongated and streamlined. They tend to be the strategic thinkers and planners and tacticians inside their societies, and serve as engineers for building intricate structures of defense. And they also tend to be more religious and spiritual than the rest, and believe it's their web building as an art or sacred duty. They tend to trap build for ensnaring, and use lures to attract stuff to their for a hunting style.
Yeah, push a button right in the middle of its butthole.
Yep, I pushed the button.
All right. One of its limbs lights up the whole path, and the spark and a lot of the little webs and everything kind of light up. And again, a light forms and then scoots on out the door. You get to the next one. These are known as the shadows. They're masters of stealth and ambush, trying to lie in wait to strike at a perfect moment. They're more camouflaged to their environment to possess a way to manipulate light, sound, and shadows to make themselves almost invisible to bugs. They're compact, muscular builds with camouflage exoskeletons. They have acute senses, especially for detecting movement. They may have special silk for creating decoys or distractions, though they don't really build permanent webs. They tend to be the scouts, assassins, spies for their roles in society, and remain unseen until a perfect opportunity to strike, even if this be politician and how they talk. Uh, they are solitary and tend to operate in very small, highly skilled units.
I like these ones.
Thank you. I pushed the button for this one. I don't mind these ones so much.
And then you get to the
After
last
she's
one.
done pushing it, I push it as well.
It seems like it once you did it, it lights up and then it charge, and then it doesn't seem to draw enough energy. Like it needs time before it can release a new one, and that
Yeah,
time is going to be longer than you have.
yeah, she's gonna get us killed.
And you wander down the last one.
Yep.
Ooh.
The alchemists, the spiders that specialize in venoms, using toxins and create
Ooh, we can
creative
create poison
and
arrows.
deadly ways to subdue and manipulate their prey. That is a word jungle I wrote. They might inject venom that paralyzes, mind controls, even mutates their victims into loyal servants. The knowledge of poisons and chemicals is unparalleled.
Are you talking about my
They
ex-wife
have
again?
probably. They have enlarged. She had an enlarged venom sac and fangs, right? Their
Oh,
bodies may
yeah.
be designed for producing a variety of toxins, and their fangs or stingers could deliver multiple types of venom depending on the situation. They tend to be the healers, the alchemists, the bioengineers in their society. And master venom extends beyond hunting, often experiencing with chemicals to enhance their own abilities to create biological weapons. Um, they
Is there a
might
shop in this?
even be revered and feared inside of inside of their the spido crosity society, due to their dangerous skills, um, which leaves them sometimes ostracized inside of their own spider society. They tend to do a lot more injecting um, and control to incapacitate foes.
Is there a shop in this one?
A shop.
Yeah. Like museum.
One of the exhibits. You have other exhibits. These are just the museums dedicated to it and where their thank you button was.
Oh, okay.
This
I
one's
go over and
neat.
I hit the thank you button.
This one's neat. There's like this little squirt gun next to it, and you're supposed to shoot the center of the target.
Oh, I go and pull the gun and I shoot the center of it.
The very center of it, the thing, the spider looking icon just dissolves,
Yep.
and then it slowly starts to rebuild another one together, and there you go. It does the light show again.
Okay.
By the way, the people that are in the picture, as opposed to the in this one, those are you're unable to see their faces and stuff, because they're the people that are standing in that. They're more humanoid than most.
Okay, cool. All right, next.
If only you could see their face, though.
All right.
Only one a mother can love.
All right, we did our good job. We fixed our boo boo.
Okay.
I don't want to push on my butt. I'm scared too.
Do you all want to continue on to the final location before I open up to all of the museums, or do you want to continue dealing with the hunters or the movers?
Oh, does the hunters have a gift shop or someplace like that?
There is one gift shop that does sell paraphernalia. Nothing that's useful, so to speak. It's just paraphernalia, like little web earrings and knickknacks.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm buying a pair of web earrings.
All right, it says genuine web weaver made, and there's a web that's the like a 6-point web, and it's made from web. It's soft and somehow not sticky, and
Cool.
you don't even have to pierce your ear. It just like attaches.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm wearing these. I'm buying a couple of sets.
The clip looks like a spider, though. Like kind of.
Don't care.
Okay, you buy a set of them.
I'll fix it.
Harry, Harry, Harley, do you want a pair?
Sure.
Ben,
I'll
Champ, you
probably
want a pair?
engineer it and stretch it and make it a trap.
Of earrings?
Yeah, they're just knick-knack earrings.
No. No. I'm good.
All right. With that, you all venture forth to the back to the blah. You see ahead of you what looks like a Roman archway-esh building, and people are going left and right, movers and hunters. Do you go down which way?
I go down Hunters.
All right.
Yeah, we can go down
Anybody
the
else
Hunter's path.
wrong? Think this is the wrong choice?
I mean, I'm following
Yeah.
you, so.
Go back to the Hunters.
All right. So you walk down the path of the hunters, and you're on to the next section. In the next section, let me scroll to it. You come across when you come into the center, it has 5 museums in a pattern that's turned sideways, so that there's 2 on the right, 1, 2, 3 on the left, and you could keep on walking through. This dome, this 5-point, this 5-sided comes to an overhead, and you could go into any of these, or you could continue forward. They look like they're different elemental buildings. and very Romanesque in each of these buildings. One exhibits earth, water, metal, wood, and fire. And you see in front of each of them 5 different avatar. One over that's a wooden building, and it's got wood exhibits and all that kind of stuff. And it says the avatar of life. Or the one over at the metal, it says the avatar of progress. And it's a futuristic metal sculpture. Then you have one that's the avatar of power. I'm sorry, destruction and renewal. And then you see one that is the avatar of adaptation, and the last one is the earth avatar of stability. And it's heavy stone structures. You can either go into these, or you could just walk on by into the main manifest of museums.
Well, I think we should at least explore one of them to kind of figure out what they could be about.
Now,
Right.
wait, we're
I'm
standing
thinking
in
the
the
fire
center?
one.
Are we standing in the center of the star?
No. So, okay, if you were to create a walkway going north from south to north, and on the right side there were 2 buildings, and on the left side there were 3 buildings. Now, these buildings are, if you were to turn it this way, this building would be in the way of your pathway. So think of the design as turned this way so that you could walk past, or but right here would be the points of the different locations. So that is what I'm trying to describe.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a star. I was just trying to show you what direction you're coming from on the star.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the one of fire and just kind of see what these could be about.
All right. Fire one was at which point, Bill? Or Coffee?
Give me a second.
That was probably destruction and renewal.
Trying to describe that you all are here going north. I know it's flipped it, and then there's a building, creating your freaking design. Okay, so you want to go to fire?
Yep.
Is that on
Okay.
the 2 sides or the 3 sides?
You go over to the exhibit, and the space is filled with controlled flames, showing purifying and destructive nature of fire. These avatars seem to be. It shows that they were all created with fire, and then you see circuitry patterns as well as they're trying to mold what looks like digital and fire together, and it's coming forth and birthing a fiery looking sentient being.
Robot.
And that is what the fire temple is. There's no donate or anything to it. It just shows you what is here, how they're coming about.
Okay.
Okay, so we've kind of figured out what all of them do then, probably.
Yes,
Right,
it's the
so
same design. Something is fusing data and an element, and they're coming into life, and it shows the different versions of the lives. Let me see what fire had.
Wood. Wood.
Okay.
What were they?
It shows it birthing into 3 different races specifically, and the races are vermites, Ferratis, and Auralis. And and then above it, it shows that these things are being created, and it shows a fiery version of a Vermini, a fiery version of a Ferrati, and a fiery version of an Auralis being encased with this avatar and fusing with it. And the Vermites, it talks about how they look like they're golden metallic skin, eyes that glow white with inner fire almost, representing their unwavering pursuit to justice. They're about humanoid, except taller and more statuesque, and more with angelic looking wings that are made of shimmering translucent energy. It and it talks about how they have a tungsten based technology specifically, and they're highly durable, heat resistant material used to create their armor, weapons, and buildings, being a verminite. And in that fire museum, it shows the Vermite accepting the Avatar of Fire, and it also shows the Avatar of Fire being accepted by a Ferrati, and the Ferrati look like before that they merged, and when they merge, it just looks like there's a faint glow of fire around the person, on top of this aura, on top of this appearance, I should say. The Ferrati have like this iron hued skin with mechanical looking joints resembling uh, ancient Roman soldiers wearing armor. Their bodies are robust, and have built-in mechanical enhancements to increase their strength and endurance. And it says that they have inner understandings of platinum infused alloys and weapons and armor, prized for their durability and reflective qualities, and specialize in kinetic weapons. The Aerolus people are shimmering translucent skin that appears to ripple like clouds almost. They have wings made of compressed air, allowing them to glide effortlessly through the skies. Their eyes look like they spark with electricity, and they tend to harness better versions of compressed air and wind energy, creating technology that looks like it deals without atmospheric pressures, and looks like they can deal with storm generation and manipulation. And again, you see the fire the fire avatar encase each one of these races with, and it sees the fire emblem around it, or like aura around them.
Okay. And that's going to happen for fire, wood,
That's everything that's in the fire temple.
metal.
Would you like to go to another temple and reassure what you're about to guess?
Scoot across the street.
Okay. Which one? Metal, earth, water, wood,
I vote Earth.
earth?
Earth would be, which building was that? The farthest top third?
Sure.
What?
You
I'm asking.
oh, I never really thought about where they were centuries, so we'll say this one's fire. Do you want to go to water, earth, wood, and metal?
Still voting Earth.
All right, so you go to earth. Cool. You go to earth, and you see heavy stone structure that is underground, more like, with tunnels that show the earth avatars, and they protect their stability and order and grounding society and resilience and unchanging wisdom. And again, you see an earth-ish aura embodying each of the same three races. and it
The
too is
Verminite, the Aerolus,
correct, and
and what
Verati.
variety?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll common sense, or I'm pretty sure you all can role play say it out loud what this is.
And it's
Pretty obvious.
For birthing houses.
No, it's just it's not a birthing
all
house.
elemental.
Infusing house, I should say.
Elemental infusions?
Okay, I'll sift some of this for you. You get more of the impression that each of these races will embody an avatar for their life. So think of it more like oath.
Okay.
Oh, they're paladins. Gotcha.
There's one way to look at it. I didn't think about that. I was just like, how do I judge the oaths? Yeah, it's the same damn thing. So each of these three will choose one of their avatars, and it will be part of who they are henceforth. All right, and with that, you can either go hear the same thing said to you 3 more times, or we can press on to the final legwork of final journey of the museum.
Water. That was missing. Earth, fire, water, metal.
Or we can go back and go down the other path.
You want to go back to DOS box
No,
and go down
no,
the
I'm
other path?
joking. I'm joking.
No.
We could do that.
Nope.
No, we're good. Unless one of
All
these
right.
other two that haven't been saying it wants to do it.
So that was Path of Hunters. And the other side was the path of
Forgot to unmute myself.
oh, brain just went blank.
Movers hunt. You came
Movers.
from when you turn back and you look at where you came from, the hunters and movers, and you see something a statement above the DOS box off City Walk, and it says creators, and then you realize that the one above you is designers, and and when you turn around, you realize that the next museums are all called the Designer Museum. There are 13 other museums. I can give you the list. I'm sorry, 16 other museums. And I will let you decide where you want to go from there.
If you look to David, he's either picking stuff out from underneath his claws with a dagger, or he's scanning the area for anything that could possibly be interesting. I mean, combat.
Yeah, like
Are these
it's so fucking boring right now for your character. Like, is that no, damn it.
copy?
Harley, is there any battles going on?
1 second.
She's got
This
those
is
eyes.
saved. Yeah, I know. I got fun filled ones. I know I got auras coming out the wall too. Right, that's gonna be saved. Really? I want to read that later.
I gave a master list of everything that you guys are now in the designer section. You guys, this is free form at this point. I was uncertain how fast we could get to this point, so I have no pictures. I just have descriptions. for these things.
Alright, I'm gonna
Currently,
do
you guys
a
will have like maybe enough time to visit 3 of these,
D6.
and then we're gonna kind of wrap it up for the night.
I think that's what I had to use. I had to roll that
Astral Forge.
to see if anything is going.
Oh, if you're searching for encounters right now,
Yeah, just to see how everything looks.
everything seems quiet on the Western Front. It
Alright,
seems
my
like
eye
you've
sees
hit
nothing.
your eye sees that this is a battle grid dead zone in this section, and it's like the battle grid's turned off in the designer section.
Okay.
You do notice whenever you go into certain museums, when you actually when you start tapping into the fungal network, you start to feel that some museums have a battle grid. However, the entire section that you're in seems to be inert, other than some museums that might have a battle grid so that you can, like the orcs one.
Okay.
You can sense that when you get beyond the designers, that the battle grid is no longer inert, meaning after these
It's back
16
active.
buildings, it's turned back on.
16 things.
If it's really boring around here, it's really because there's nothing to fight except boredom.
That list you put up, that would be under in our journal somewhere that we have access to.
Uncertain how it looks like from the other side. I just re-showed it for you. This is kind of, you all have gone from top of the list down. You will be unable to see the you won't see the 5.1 because that happens before, that's its own thing. So these last 16 are all options. Look at it as a group, pick 3 or less that you want to look at before we kind of end day 3.
You see 2 on here that I'm kind of interested in, but I want to get everybody's opinion on stuff. Hey, David.
Huh?
Does
What?
any of these look interesting to you?
Y'all are
this
like at
Astral
a
Forge or
y'all are at
Oh.
a welcome to designers designer museums, and it's like got a like the cartoony pictures like Mickey whatever, Mickey Donald's Mickey Donald Mouse, right? And all 16 little locations, like it's a theme park almost.
One thing interests me, and for one reason, and I'm going to say to Kelly, if there's one place we should go, it's Zemay's Seasonal Court. That is the only place that I announced that we should go to. That's it. And if you can't figure
Which one
out
is that
why,
one?
I'm not explaining it. Number 10.
Hold on.
number 10?
Oh.
Oh.
Eternal Wild.
Oh, yeah, I kind of see why.
I really hope it's
I wanna-
something that can help with our situation. Otherwise, I'm looking to you, DM. You better freaking come up with something.
Does this look like an amusement park?
No, I was just describing the kiosk
Okay.
map.
Oh my god, it's not a... It's not a court system, it's a basketball court.
Yep.
I hate you so much. I didn't think of that until just now when you said amusement park. Son of. I hope. All right. I still say we go look at
Yeah,
it.
I was looking at these and I'm like, huh.
You know what? Fuck it. It is an amusement park. Let's change that. It looks like an amusement park full of museums. It's colorful cotton candy sidewalks.
Oh
The
God, more
Dr.
Jedi.
Seuss Land Museum sidewalks, and they all scattered to 16 different places. When you get to the 16 different little locations on Willy Wonka's Wild Toad Adventure Street, um, yeah.
I turned to David. Oh, any of these that look interesting that you might want to see?
I don't
I
have
know
time
you're
to roll
bored
that
out of
one.
your mind.
By the way, 17 is an option, and it's go to next day.
But I can't read that. I've been looking at the sun too long.
David is like the most useless character next to Razik.
Ow.
Oh,
Ow.
how's that feel, David? How's that feel? Oh.
Well,
I felt
since
that. I'm the
David
DM.
doesn't care, I'm interested in the Astral Forge, number 6, and the Iridium Vault, number 2. What about you, Harley?
I was.
I'm going to tell you that these things, these ones, you thought the block side city structures were big. No, these are cities, each and of themselves. This is why you're only going to get to 3. Willy Wonka's road interconnects all these junction points, but these are like literal towns inside of this
Aqueduct of
city.
Eternity sounds interesting, but so does um
And there's a scoot pad to get on that helps you get to these places faster.
broken or no, the Nexus of 9. So 14.
Okay, so we get to pick
10.
3. Number 10 is the first one.
Yeah, 10.
And then you pick one of the 2 that you want to go to, and I'm going to pick number 6 for mine. So we're going
Well,
to 10 and 6.
you got 3
then-
as a group, unless you all are splitting
Yep.
group.
Well, no.
Okay.
So he's saying that we've agreed on number 10. He's
Oh.
picking number 6, and she gets to pick another one because David's off in frickin' La La Land not reading anything, so he doesn't even get a vote.
Okay, so
Correct me if I'm
let me
wrong.
know what. No. You all are role playing your decisions. I get it. You're like running out of time. These ones are big. We're only going to make 3. Which one are we going to get to?
In reality, I'm just not near the computer, so I don't even know what's on
Yeah.
the screen.
I'm thinking the Astral Forge might have weapons or armor. That's why I'm wanting to go there.
Again, these are museums. They're all.
Oh, they have
weapons.
gift shops.
Oh my
Yes,
god. You
everything is
can
a
buy
weapon
the
as a tool.
keychain of armor they sell.
And then we can take it back to the ship and put it on the replicator and enlarge it.
That it could just be a big keychain.
Make it a functional keychain.
No. That's
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
You'd have to hollow it. Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking
Actually,
about the fact if you
that's a-
replicated the keychain.
That's a really good idea, Harley. What? Like, that's a 5-head move right there. Just damn.
I have them every once in a while.
I'm actually impressed. Like, I thought you were the second useless character. No, I'm kidding.
I'm okay with that.
It's even funnier because, like, she doesn't know who Doc is. Or Razik. Yeah, it's Razik.
Well, nobody in the
Yeah, none of the
Maybe like
viewers
one or
know
two
who
that-
Razik is, and
yeah,
that's what makes it even better.
like,
Just an
there's a
FYI,
few
imagine
that
a
are like this.
character that would, in the middle of combat, see cave paintings and be looking at them, okay? And that's Razik. So what do you
He
choose,
uses
Harley?
I'm all right. We're doing 10, 6, and
What are your three choices? They're saying they're going to itemize similar products or similar choices.
I do. I kind of like the Vitruvian vault. That looks interesting. Mm. Nah, I'm gonna stick with 14. Nope, that's it. I'm done. Nexus 9.
Okay,
The
Nexus
learning
of
of
9.
our
So we're
forgotten
going to
heroes.
6, 10, and 14.
Yep.
And I just realized what number 9 was.
14. You're just
This
now
was
reading that?
all of Tiamat.
I thought I had read them all, but apparently I did not. Missile Maw of Tiamat.
Tiamat.
Wonder which Tiamat I'm talking about.
I really hope you're not talking about the Tiamat that I think you're talking about.
I'm definitely nowhere near talking about the Tiamat you all are thinking about.
I hope not. Because if this
Yep.
wasn't a
Oh,
museum
'cause we all
and
know
or
it is.
amusement park, we'd be in big doo-doo. Big doo-doo.
I
The
mean, I might
zippy
miss.
doos that there is zoos.
Yeah,
Okay.
my bot alarm will be going off here in a minute. Like, nope, 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 nope.
All right. What
Like,
was the name of
wait.
6?
6
Astral
is
Forge.
Astral Forge of the Onaki.
All right. You come when you get over to the Astral Forge of Anaki. You see museums. The you see the entire location. People are living here, sort of, kind of, because it is and working here. The museum itself, it seems to be more when you get to the center of the little area where the actual information is. They seem to be like cosmic looking beings that forged the first creations and manipulating star energies. And it shows. Let me see if I can find it for you. It helps so much. Um, Save image. This one will work. I have to create these so each time because I never got to this. I didn't. Yeah, I'm getting there. So I need to do Astral Forge, and I need to click that in. Oops. And save. Thank you. All right. Did it show it to you all?
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure it's showing specifically what I wanted to show. Bam. All right. Like I said, you walk over to this section and it's city, and you see the pyramid in the middle, actual size, with this thing over top of this pyramid, actual size, as you walk over to the astral forge of the Anuki. You guys are probably from your distance able to see this thing, this giant the thing over a pyramid. I would say that the pyramid's top is probably 50 stories in the air, so that makes it about a 100-foot, 100-story statue.
That's
In
a
the middle
lot
of
of
this,
words.
a lot of words. It's a lot of stone. Um,
Jeez.
with this, you come up to the pyramid itself, and where the main part of the museum is. As you start to step into it, um, it opens up bigger on the inside, and it's very cosmos kind of looking. Like you walk through, and it looks like there's stars that are rippling on as a wall. You can see that there's clearly a wall, but the imagery, it kind of moves around, gives you kind of like a seasick feeling too, nauseous almost, as it moves, as you walk around almost in this place. It's really hard to maintain your center balance, as you look like it feels like you're walking on all of this sensory dampening and astral viewing walls and ceiling as you walk through.
Okay. Yeah.
The it tells a story of crafting heavens that were forgotten by men, where tools of creation now reshape destiny. The museum showcases ancient uh, uh, manipulations of cosmic energies and dimensional realities, uh, highlighting their role as original architects of existence. Artifacts of the stars and lost technology shimmer with untapped potential, is in every single showcase somewhere. Uh, there's room after room after room of what looks like a new beings that are human size, that are they're hammering what looks like cosmic hammers on cosmic platforms into something. And sometimes they'll just take it and they'll throw it off, and it'll just attach somewhere uselessly, some cosmic constellation or some shit. And every now and then you'll see someone in some other forging something, and it'll finally turn into what looks like a star. And he puts it in his pocket. A literal looking star. Looks like he put it in after he finished being. In every single room in his pyramid is just people creating astral looking items. You're currently in the center of the pyramid itself.
Wonder if we can
Okay.
get a star to power our ship.
That would be an endless energy supply. Well, technically. Endless. Huh. I wonder how much that would cost us. Hmm. Can we just shrink a star down into like football size? Put it in a bag? Okay.
This is y'all's. Uh,
I'm
I've set the scene. Tell me
thinking.
what y'all do.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I
Um,
thought you were asking me. It's like no idea.
One, since we're somewhere new and different, I'm gonna see if my battle. Well, we're still in the museum area, aren't we?
Correct. The battle grid is turned off.
Okay. On or off?
Off. I'll let you know when it turns back on. Right now,
Okay.
it's inert.
Okay.
The fungal network is inert. There's no
Okay.
fungus among you.
Right now. Let's see. I just want to see if anything in particular kind of jumps out that we should get a closer look at.
Just people hammering stars into formations and constellations. You
How
see
close can we
someone
get
make.
to them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk up into one of these rooms, and these people, you look up, and these
Man.
they're about 18 foot tall. Is what the average Anuki size is,
Big boys.
and they range between 15 to 20 in height, and they're
Big
all in different rooms pounding away. So and they're open viewed rooms, like open forges, and it's multi-leveled going up into it, and it's just literally you're walking down the center, and everything is just different rooms with that are open and viewable of people just
Making constellation.
constantly.
Okay.
So yeah, you can walk up to whatever the nearest one, and like I said, it's eight. They're 18. The one that's in front of you is 18 foot tall, hammering away.
Are there other people walking around in this museum other than us?
No
Or are
one
we in here by
really.
ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, there's every now and then a person who walks in, looks around, wow, and then just leaves.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of my sentiment. It's like,
I'm just
okay,
gonna
then
stand there a couple minutes and just watching them work.
They are relentless and just hammering and hammering, and every now and then, like one of them will like spark or something like that, and the hammer will hit twice, and he's like, um,
I want to walk up to one of these guys and kind of look up at them and go, "Excuse me, uh, precisely what are you doing? I'm quite rather intrigued."
"Oh, um, let me put this out." And you see what looks like nothingness at first, like just and he douses out into nothingness, and the it lets go of all of the light it was trying to forge. Then he lets go of the hammer, and the hammer dissipates too. And turns and he looks, and he brushes the what looked like a cosmic anvil, and it just disappears. And he turns to you and just looks at you and goes, "What was your question, little one?"
Precisely. Before I interrupted you, sorry, my bad on that. What were you doing?
I was shaping the cosmos.
Hey, okay, when you say shaping the cosmos, do you mean like creating planets and whatnot?
Oh, planets create themselves. I merely harness the stars itself.
Yes, yes, but a star, if I'm correct here, is in fact a some type of solar system of sorts, and usually has a large beam of light, a sun at the center.
I'm
So you create the
sorry.
sun?
It has what? You see, all I do is I pull from the cosmos, and he spits, and I create, and then I let it be created. I leave that to you to label.
Okay, I'm more confused than when I asked the question. So you shape the solar system, aka the star in your case, uh, um, in you mold it in the way you. I presume you don't have anyone above you telling you how to shape it. You mold it into what you wish to see.
Um, you know what? And he grabs something that looked like a little dot, and he brings the dot, and as it gets closer, it becomes bigger and the handheld, and he's like, "Here, hold it yourself."
Oh no, no! I dare
Oh,
not
danger.
touch a entire solar system myself.
Well, I can. And then it disappears.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
oh,
What do you do that I cannot?
Well, can you do this? And I bring out my data pad with Flappy Bird on it, and I start playing it in front of him.
He sits down. He sits down, kind of like over like this,
sounds
kind of, and tries to look over and just watches. And he just watches, and he's like, when your character probably dies the third or fourth time or something, and he stands up, he's like, "Yes, you could create that. And then he pulls a star and he pulls it out and he makes like the little Flappy Bird wings, and he makes it kind of flap, and he lets it go, and it flies off into his little box of constellation. And it's like, that is what I can do.
cool.
Okay, yes, yes, that's fantastic. But you stated, what can I do that you cannot? So I ask a question again. Can you create and manipulate something digitally like this? And I again turn the screen to him, which it now says like game over.
Correct. I am unable to create that. I can only make my versions of it.
I kind of turn to the party. I'm like, yes, I'm still useful.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
for your time, and I like bow to him, and I walk back to the party.
Are you sure you don't want a sample?
uh, I
Oh,
believe
we
she
should
does, and I
go.
point towards Harley.
can I even touch it?
It's a good question. You
Oh,
should,
it's
yeah.
you go to try to touch it, and your hand
Probably
gets
gonna
about
burn
an
me.
inch away from it, and you realize it's a star.
It's gonna burn me.
And it starts to you start to feel
Really hot.
radiation at that point. Like something was when you get about like an inch away from the device, it's like everything's kicked in.
Ow.
And like, nope, not doing that.
Thank you kindly, sir.
I kind
I
of nudge Champ. I'm
cannot
like,
touch.
that would make a good engine or power source for the ship.
Oh, you know what? That is true. I walk back to the dude and I go, question, could we take such sample and somehow harness the energy of this in a engine of sorts?
Oh. Hmm.
You know what? Better yet, I'll take the sample and figure it out myself. And I kind of hold out my hand.
You can't touch it.
Hmm.
Well, we've already tried that, and
It's gonna burn you.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I was walking back towards Kelly
Oh,
there.
you
I
didn't
wouldn't have
see
seen
me
it.
try to touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see me try to touch it.
So
Okay.
you see him reaching for the thing. Do you stop him?
Yeah.
I just reached my hand out like I'm holding it out like I'm gonna take it. Like my hand is turned upside down, just like waiting for him to literally drop the orb into my hand.
He drops it,
Oh,
and it
Can
stops,
I not
and
get? Oh, okay.
it stops an inch away from your hand. And unless you try to go further than that inch, willingly, it stops an inch away from your hand. Yeah, I would avoid actually them. There is a buffer. We call it the Ort design. It's like
Or-
it's like a field that's around the star. I believe lubricants in engines, I've heard, is a good description so that you can hold without holding. If you will yourself to go beyond that inch, you will touch the star. Other than that, it will always maintain an inch away from any occupying physical material. I heard it's great as a trash can.
Throw it in there.
I'm
Poof,
thinking to
gone.
myself, how has no one thought of using this as a power source?
Well, you have to hold that in your hand until we get to our ship. Openly in your hand. Sir, will he have to keep that in his hand?
That is his choice. Do you need a celestial box?
Yes, please.
Very well. If you go over to, and he describes a location, they will show, they have gift boxes. A lot of people would like a portable little piece of light.
Oh, splendid. Thank you so much. And I like give him a proper bow once again, and I go over to get the gift box, and then I put it in the gift box.
All right.
Is it possible for me to get a piece of one of those?
You didn't show him Flappy Bird.
Well, I do need the rest to create my own. I just had a little extra that I was going to never really use. Maybe you could find other. It's rare that we have extra.
I will go check. Thank you for your time.
Um,
And I move to the next one. I'm going to try to find me some.
I was gonna ask the kind being, are your boxes, do they say Pandora on them?
no,
Okay. Thank you.
there has only been one. Oh, you don't need that.
Yes, please. Please inform.
Well, there is a horror of our kind. It's a very black orb, very condensed. You should never touch it.
Talking about a black hole.
No,
Black
black holes are
orb.
wonderful things. We use them all the time.
Oh.
This one, it more or less, begins with an A.
Antimatter.
No, that's one of y'all's words. Orb of.
Annihilation.
That's it.
Oh my god.
And that's what we passed in the garden.
Oh, is that where it is these days?
Yeah.
Garden of Horrors. Good for it. It has a home. You've got to be very careful. The aberrants and the horrors are the craziness of people's minds. Aberrants. There's a term for aberrants. People shortened it at one point to like 3 letters. SCPs. I think that's what it was. And then there's these horrors, and it's just, yeah. Be careful what you touch out there and what you feed.
And don't look.
Do you mean
at
to
what you
put that
should not
gift
look
box in my inventory?
Yeah, just you have a. We'll get to that when you go to leave. I was just, yeah. We'll get to the gift box section when you leave. With that said, roll me one notice check, Ty.
Come on, please succeed. Fuck!
at. Right.
Freaking tease!
Let it go. You all have a star power in your hand. I need you to roll me what color it is. I need
Wait,
a
we have star power now?
1d10. Yeah, stars are different colors. I need whoever owns the star to manifest its color. It is a blue.
Yes! Yes! I don't know what that means, but yes!
You have a blue
Water.
star. And when you get to as you all walk out, you get to the gift box locations, and it has a different selection of how would you like your star to shine is the name of the gift box. You step into this thing and it shows a box where you could put it into it, and it shows that this box is for fuel. You see over here that this one is being injected into the box, and the box is being put it shrinks it down and puts it into a weapon. And what the box allows you to do is add it to almost one thing.
Okay.
It shows that the box destroys. It is a one and done thing. So, out of game, what I'm trying to say is, what do you want to do with this star? Do you want to use it for fuel or weapon or tool or what?
100% fuel. 100%.
Just
Something
fuel,
from
not as
Minecraft.
an engine?
Well, I mean, like an infinite powers. What we can
Right. You can have a
presume an
power.
infinite power source.
Yeah, you can have it as a power source or star drive. Pick one.
What the hell's a
So
star
you
drive
went with.
do?
Fast travel.
Don't worry about it. Let's just stick with the original thing.
Okay.
Blue warp
It's
drive. Engage. Pew!
gotcha. Cool. You now have a blue star with inside an astral box, and you're able to put the box and the box is able to condense down till it's about the size of a Rubik's cube.
Sweet.
When you go to pull it out of the thing, it will go back up to a 2.5 foot diameter when released, and all you need to do is for $9.99 Solarians buy the attachment for your ship.
So we stopped back at that ship store when we first
Yep.
entered this paradoxical freaking
Yes,
city of hell.
you'll need a power converter for intense gamma radiation waves from the sun that can
Yeah.
harness that.
Okay.
Well, with that, you have a fuel source. This one
I
lasts
am
1.5.
so glad I picked this place, and we're definitely coming back here.
This one lasts 1.5 billion years worth of fuel.
Holy freaking crap! I was expecting like 1,000 or something. 1.5. Bruh, that's crazy. Alright.
We're definitely coming back here
Axel?
again.
Axel will never die again.
All right. Where would you like to go next?
Wait, Axel didn't
Oh.
die. We died.
Oh, yeah. Axel had to get rebuilt or reinitiated.
All right, where are you going to next?
Next would be. Oh, I need to turn my light on so I can't see. Eternal Wilds.
You head over to the
courtyard. Bark.
give me a second. You get over to this section, and there's a bunch of three-headed dragon-esque looking signs everywhere, banners. It's very Slavic in nature. Everything near here. You hear you see different stories, and it's a lot of stories about hydras. Mainly all three-headed though. The eternal. You step into the Eternal Wild semi-seasonal court. You see 4 different seasonal courts of this town, representing each of the seasons, and all of them have different, how you say, propaganda, worshiping whatever this is on their flags and all their colors. The people that are walking around, they are kind of They look kind of saurian, however, they're more lizard
Okay.
than
They don't have the human look
dinosaur.
right now.
So think like lizard folk.
Us. Except we're all made to look like humans right now.
Yeah, I'm talking about the pictures they have of
Oh, okay.
what they look like. The area around each of the 4 different areas shows shifting elemental worlds where dragon spirits rule natural cycles of nature. It feels like people go here to learn survival understandings and being more in nature as opposed to against nature in customs. And that's what.
Okay.
So, which
Can-
season would you like to go to? Or would you like to go elsewhere?
I gotta go.
I got
All right.
7:30.
Well, it is 7:30.
Oh,
So
7:30.
you could go ahead and get going if you'd like there, Shin.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Of
Mm.
9 pantheons of
The Nexus of 9, the Pantheon of the Forgotten Heroes. You get in there, and these are all humans in a legendary hall. And it just says that these were each forgotten heroes of multiple worlds forever in battle. And it is the very center of all these these different towns and stuff like that. They all draw a section to this area before it goes off into the next procession of city blocks and the direction you're going. So this is the final location, and it shows 9 humans in a nexus, and it says Legendary Hall of Forgotten Heroes from multiple worlds, forever in battle. And there is no name on each of them, and they all have different faces, pictures and stuff, but they're all human. Yeah.
Any of them look like me?
No.
okay.
Damn.
None of them look like you. There is an empty spot in the center.
No.
I'm gonna go look.
It's just there's no statue here. It just
Do we
says
notice anything?
it says the Nexus of 9, and it's down in the middle. It says whenever a tent is made.
Here it will reside. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it won't be the Nexus 9. It'll be the.
Am I able to walk onto it?
So
Huh?
you can climb up onto it if you'd like.
Oh no, if I have to climb on it, then no.
Yeah, it's kind of like this. There's like this
Oh, it's just a
small.
pedestal.
Yeah, well, yeah, like about a foot off the ground pedestal in each of these ones, and the one here in the center as well.
I was gonna be like a 10-foot tall block
No.
of concrete.
Oh, that's my next spot.
And
Hopefully
with
not for a
that,
long while.
huh?
Hopefully not for a very long while.
Say we go back to the Astral Forge.
Some of them do have. Oh, there is roll me a notice
There's
check
gotta be
there.
something here.
Yes, there is. I almost forgot about it. I need a notice check.
Um,
That's right. You did go down
Oh, I didn't notice shit.
2 You're able to recognize two statues. Yes, you're able to recognize two statues. The first statue. No, sorry, three statues. One statue shows a man, um, and he looks like he's looking at a book, and the book is labeled Charlotte's Web, and he has around him little jars of spiders. The next one to the right shows a man building a birdhouse.
So
The other one you recognize is what was the other?
put the ribbon there. Let's see. First one, reading a book.
Trying to remember. I was making sure you all could write your notes down, and I completely forgot what the third one was. I'm like, damn it. But yes, the first one is
Building
the first one is the
birdhouse.
a birdhouse he's creating, and you see chickens around him down at the ground on his pedestal. You see two chicken statues and him building a birdhouse. The other guy is literally got Charlotte's Web reading it, and he's got little bottles with fake holes in jars that are made from statue with spiders in the inside of them. And I'm trying to remember what the last one. The last is the woman. Damn it.
Oh, brain just who the fuck wrote that? EV Web.
I'll just look at my notes. What the fuck am I doing?
Building birdhouse, two chickens. That one would be building birdhouse.
Oh,
That's a famous fucking book.
but you wouldn't know that one.
Mhm.
There's one of a lady where she's walking through nature. And that's that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about that. So yeah, the other one is the female walking through nature. I was making sure that I gave you the right one.
That would be basically Eve.
The well, it looks like she's touching flowers, and they're, yeah, sure, we'll go with that. The she's walking through nature. That's the third one. The other six, they're there. Two more are women, and the rest are men. They're different symbology, and later in the future, I'm going to say something along the lines of, "This is one of the Nexus 9." When you come across representation to it, is that we tracking?
Like a wild animal.
Gotcha.
All right, so two more are women, 5 women are men.
So yeah, total of 3 and 6.
Yeah. two men, one female, 2 more females, 5 more men.
Yes. The rest of the statues will come to you when
wait,
you
no.
see more representations, and I'll tell you it's one of the Nexus 9. And with that, we will be ending tonight's session as you wander off towards the end of this day, and a copy commercial comes on and asks if you would like to continue your journey or go all the way back and skip a day.
I mean, I kind of want to continue the journey because we didn't really get to go to the court system.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Go
mean the
back and get
physical?
more stars.
I will flush that one out for you all later on the way back. Zemi's court seasonal. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
running out of time is really what it boils down to.
Well, our time clock.
And I will. Who knows? Maybe you'll come back to the celebration next year, and
Well, fuck this.
you do it then. You know, leave some for next time.
Fuck that.
Who says we can't come back after the celebration?
Yeah, let's
There's
get
always
our
that.
actual human through this celebration thing.
So, with that,
Wait
we
on it.
bid day 3 adjourned as again, you all bathe in cappuccinos of
Virtual
espresso hallucinogens that you thoroughly enjoy, while Dave just watches.
Oh, I bet he's exhausted.